Hi everyone, my name is Grace. Welcome to my yoga YouTube channel. Today will be a nice beginner flow for balance. So we're going to start in a seated, easy position, crossing our legs, placing our hands on our knees, palms facing up towards the sky, just drawing our attention to our breath. Letting go of any outside distractions, breathing in positivity and cleansing energy, and exhaling any stress, worries, tension, just letting it all go. Bringing our full attention to our practice. Setting an intention if you would like. What are you hoping to get out of the remaining 20 minutes? If your mind is wandering, gently guide it back to the breath, allowing the breath to ground you and to energize your practice. So what that means is if at any point your body or even your mind needs a little bit of an extra energy boost, take a big deep breath in and exhale. Send your breath to any part of the body or mind that needs that little boost of love. And whenever you're ready, we're going to transition to all fours, stacking the joints evenly. Palms are beneath shoulders, knees are beneath hips in tabletop position. Flowing through our dynamic cat and cow, dip your belly, lift your gaze up tall towards the sky, then pressing gently into the palms of your hands, arch your spine, chin to chest, gaze is down. Now we're just going to flow through this dynamic movement, dipping the belly, lifting the gaze, arching the spine, lowering the gaze, flowing with your breath here. Remembering that this is your practice today. Not feeling a need to rush or force anything. Just flowing in a way that feels right for your body. Fluidity and mobility within the spine. Whenever you're ready, return back to all fours, tabletop position, and then extending your left arm forward and your right leg behind you, coming into balancing tabletop. Find your gazing point, and then draw your left elbow and right knee together, crunching in and then extending back out. Allow your gaze to follow that left palm, flowing with your breath here, squeezing that right glute as you extend. One more extension here, and then guide your left palm and right knee back down to your mat. Same thing on the other side, balancing tabletop, extending your right arm and left leg behind you. Bending the elbow and the knee, bring them together, and then extending out. Now your gaze is following that right palm. Draw your belly button in to engage your core. One more time. Extend out, gaze out in front of you. Release your right palm and left knee back down to the earth. Walk your hands in, sitting back on your heels for a moment and kneeling thunderbolt. Bring the palms together, circling out the wrist here. Taking a moment to reconnect with your breath. And on your next inhalation, we're going to sweep those arms up tall towards the sky. Gaze is tall, slight back bend. And then place the palms back out in front of you, flowing from tabletop to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we're gonna hop forward to our standing forward fold. Halfway lift, gaze out in front of you, elongate the gaze and torso. Fold forward fully and then rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Gaze is tall, palms together. Bring them down to heart center. Relax the arms. Take a moment to breathe here. And we're going to do a little balancing practice. So make sure your hips are squared facing the front of your mat. We're going to come up onto our toes. And we're going to walk all the way to the front of your mat. Tiptoeing, creating that sense of balance and stability. And once you get to the top of your mat, we're going to walk back on our heels, creating that ankle mobility, ankle strength here. Slow and steady wins the race. Keep breathing. And then we're going to do that one more time. So come back up onto your toes, feeling the strength of your calf muscles as you lift. Tiptoeing gently and slowly, relaxing the heels down to the earth, and then lifting the toes, walking backwards on the heels. So that's a great little balancing warm-up, especially since now we're going to practice our tree pose. So for your tree pose, you want to make sure you have a strong and steady foundation. Lifting the arms and bring them to heart center. You could warm up by doing a few more calf raises here, just coming up onto the toes and then back down onto the heels. Just prepping the body for that balancing posture, our tree pose. So our right leg is going to be our little tree stump, and we're going to bring our left sole of the foot to our inner right thigh, making sure that the left knee is opening out to the left, opening up that left hip. You can adjust your arms however you would like, maybe at heart center, out to the sides, reaching up tall. Just make sure that your hips are squared. You could even bring that left foot to your right inner calf. If that feels better, just try to avoid that right knee. Find your gazing point to help you balance, that sweet spot to focus your attention on. Whenever you're ready, start by relaxing the arms, relax the left foot. And now our left leg will be our tree stump, and we're going to bring our right sole of the foot to your left inner thigh. Open up that right hip, that right knee, make sure hips are squared, we're in alignment. And then adjusting the arms however you feel works best for you. No right or wrong here. Just find your gazing point, keep your heart and chest lifted, and do your best. Again, option to bring that right foot to your left inner calf, just avoiding that knee, just to avoid any tension or uncomfortable sensation. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, start by relaxing the arms and then the right leg. Shake everything out here, shake out the arms, the legs, and then facing the short side of your mat once again, reset your alignment, toes and hips facing forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall, gaze is high. Exhale, fold forward, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, gaze out in front of you. Fold forward fully, and then option to walk or jump the hands and feet apart, bending the elbows, pressing into the palms of your hands. Upward dog or cobra, right to your downward dog. And from your downward dog, we're going to step the left foot between the hands, lifting the arms up by the ears for our high crescent lunge. Toes of both feet are facing the short side of your mat. Right heel is lifted. Hips are facing the short side of your mat, aligned and centered. And then from your high crescent lunge, drop the back right heel, coming to warrior two, revolving the arms out to the sides. Gaze is out at the left fingertips. And then we're going to relax our right hand to our right leg. Left arm comes up and over the left ear. And then back to warrior two from our reverse warrior. To our side angle, relax your left arm to your left thigh. Right arm comes up and over. Breathe into the right side of your body. And then flow back to warrior two. Reverse warrior once more. Right hand to right leg. Left arm up and over. Breathe into the left side of your body. Flow the arms back out, warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Fold over the left leg. Bring your left hand to your left leg. Right arm reaching up tall towards the sky. Hips are driving forward. Heart and chest are open. And then bending your left knee. Relaxing your hands down either side of that left foot. Using blocks to help you out here. Bring the ground a little bit closer to the palms. Coming into our pyramid pose. Driving the soles of the feet firmly into your mat. Straightening both knees as much as you can. Folding over the left leg or gazing out in front of you. You could stay in pyramid or come into your standing splits. Lifting your right leg up tall towards the sky. Using your blocks or the mat to support you. You could even try no hands, bringing the palms behind the back, creating a gentle bind. Opening up your heart and chest here, doing your best to straighten that left knee as best as you can. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, guide that right foot back next to the left, coming into your standing forward fold. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Inhale. And exhale, rise to standing mountain pose. Bring the palms together and down to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to do the same sequence of poses on the other side. So again, just start by readjusting your alignment. Position your blocks so that they're nearby. Grab some water if you need. Take a quick rest. And whenever you're ready, we're going to take a nice big inhale and sweep the arms up tall towards the sky. Gaze is high. Exhale, fold forward fully. Halfway lift, gaze out in front of you. Fold forward again. And then hop or walk your hands and feet apart. High plank, bend the elbows, lower yourself down to upward dog or cobra, flowing the hips up and back for downward dog. We're now going to step our right foot between the hands, flowing the arms up high for high crescent lunge. Lunging deeply into that right knee. Hips are aligned, left heel is lifted, toes are facing the short side of your mat. Drop that back left heel, revolve the arms out to the sides, warrior two, keep lunging into that right knee. Coming into reverse warrior, left hand to left leg, right arm comes up and over the right ear. Inhale. Exhale, float back to warrior two. Gazing out at the right fingertips and bending the right elbow, placing the right arm on the right thigh. Left arm comes up and over the left ear. From side angle, come back to warrior two, lunging deeply, and then coming back to reverse warrior. Left hand to left leg, right arm up and over the right ear. Float back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the right knee, relax the right hand to the right leg. Left arm reaching up tall towards the sky. Heart and chest are open and lifted. And then start to gently relax both hands down either side of that right foot. Relax the back left knee. Use your blocks to help you as you transition to your pyramid pose. Driving both heels down to your mat, straightening the knees, folding over the right leg, or gazing out to protect your lower back and neck. Option to stay in pyramid or shift your body weight to that right leg, lifting your left leg up tall towards the sky. Using your palms, your fingertips to support you, or no hands. Bring the hands behind your back, straightening that right knee as best as you can. Heart and chest are open and lifted. Find your balance here. Inhale. And exhale, bring your left foot back next to the right, standing forward fold. Maybe come into that ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. And whenever you're ready, rise all the way back up to standing mountain pose. Sweep those arms up tall, palms together, and then guide them back down to heart center. Beautiful. Relax the arms by your sides and then sweep them back all the way up tall towards the sky, preparing for our final standing forward fold to halfway lift and back to standing forward fold. Hop or walk yourself back to our final plank, bending the elbows, lowering yourself all the way down to your belly here. Coming to cobra, pressing to the palms of your hands, gazing over the left shoulder, stretching out the right side of the body, And then gazing over your right shoulder to stretch out the left side of your body. Coming back to Cobra, tuck the toes, bend the knees, widen the stance of the knees, and then sit back on your heels for Kneeling Thunderbolt. Take a moment here, reach the arms up tall, palms come together, down to heart center. Swing the legs and the feet around. We're going to prepare to come into our seated staff, preparing for a seated forward fold. Legs are flat out in front of us, toes are flexed in towards us to engage and activate the legs. Inhale to reach the arms up tall towards the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Be mindful of your lower back and neck, gazing out in front of you as feels best. Keep in mind, you don't have to reach for the toes or the ankles if that's not in your practice today. You could always place your hands on your thighs, your shins. Breathing throughout. Maybe add some gentle neck circles here. Just cooling down the body. And whenever you're ready, come back up, lifting your torso and your spine, and preparing to lay down onto our backs. Feet are planted. Inhale here. And exhale to draw the knees in towards your chest. Wrapping your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, a big hug. Maybe rocking from side to side, massaging your lower back, rolling the feet in circular motions. And then finally relaxing your arms out to the sides in a T position. Relaxing both legs down to the left with your gaze to the right, coming into a laying supine twist, sending your breath to your torso. Using the strength of your core, guide both knees back to center. And then relax both knees down to the right with your gaze to the left. Experiencing that laying supine twist, that twist within the torso on the other side. And just like we did on the other side, whenever you're ready, use the strength of your core to guide both knees back to center. Take your arms out of their T position, gently wrapping them around your shins, giving yourself another big hug. Start to reflect back on your practice, acknowledging your hard work and efforts here today. Whenever you're ready, you can start to slowly release the legs, allowing them to lay flat on the mat in front of you. The feet fall open to the sides, your arms relax by your sides, palms resting by your hips. Finally, giving yourself permission to close your eyes, allowing you to fully relax in our final pose of today's session, Shavasana. No matter what your practice looked like today, it was yours, and that's something very special. Be proud of yourself for choosing to do something that's so good for your body, mind, heart, and spirit. Be proud of your efforts both here, laying on your mat, but also be proud of your efforts out in the world around you. If your mind is wandering, don't feel frustrated or overwhelmed. Your mind wandering is very normal. Remember that you are human, a human with thoughts, emotions, and feelings, all of which are valid. Gently just guide your attention back to your breath with a gentle inhale and cleansing exhale. Remember that the goal of yoga is not perfection. It's just about doing your best. And I invite you to stay here, enjoying Shavasana's stillness for as long as you would like. But whenever you are ready, you can start by wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side, waking up the hips. And eventually, drawing the knees back in towards your chest, rolling from one side, gently pressing yourself back up to that seated easy position, that cross-legged position that we began our practice with today. I want to take a moment to thank you all for practicing with me wherever you practiced, in a studio, at home, outside. We're going to bring our palms to heart center. And we do this to capture all the positive energy that wherever you may be practicing, bringing it to heart center and allowing that energy to follow us wherever we shall go. Thank you for practicing with me.